She possessed business talents equal to men with names like Carnegie, Rockefeller, and Ford. She gave generously of her wealth to those in need, and at the time of her death in 1908, the only women who controlled more land holdings were royalty. She was ahead of her time a century ago, and she's still recognized as one of the most forward-thinking women in American history. Her name was Lydia Moss Bradley, and her legacy is Bradley University. Lydia Ann Moss grew up accustomed to the rigors of pioneer living. She attended school in a neighbor's kitchen where she made her own pens and mixed her own ink. She married Tobias Bradley in 1837, and a decade later, the couple moved from Lydia's birthplace in rural Indiana to the bustling city of Peoria, Illinois. Lydia, deeply influenced by her father's distaste for slavery, insisted on moving to a non-slave state. And though we have no proof, some sources indicate she may have operated an underground railroad station on Peoria's south side. The Bradleys purchased a large tract of land on Peoria's West Bluff, now the current site of Bradley University. With help from Lydia's older brother, Captain Billy, the young Bradleys developed a Midas touch and grew their investments, land holdings, and ventures quickly in size, stature, and in profit. But through all of this good fortune, Lydia and Tobias also faced immense personal hardships. They had 6 children, none of whom survived past childhood. And only a few years after the death of their last child, Laura, Tobias was tragically killed in a carriage accident. Now, all alone, Lydia Moss Bradley was expected to lead the quiet life of a widow. Instead, she became one of the most powerful women in American business. Not only was she one of the first women to serve as a bank director in the U.S., Lydia also quadrupled the more than $500,000 worth of real estate and other assorted interests inherited from Tobias through sound management and ingenuity. She constantly searched for philanthropic outlets and donated funds to build a church, an orphanage, and even a home for elderly women. She donated the land where St. Francis Hospital now stands, and was instrumental in the creation of the Peoria Park District with a gift of 130 acres of land. But Lydia wanted to create a lasting memory of her family, according to her first will dated 1884. She sought to create a school to teach students the means of living an independent and industrious life by the aid of practical knowledge and the useful arts and sciences. In 1892, she took her first step toward this goal. Mrs. Bradley purchased the Parsons Horological Institute and moved it from LaPorte, Indiana to Peoria, Illinois. In 1897, decades before Susan B. Anthony and the suffrage movement, Lydia Moss Bradley founded the Bradley Polytechnic Institute with the largest initial endowment of any private school in the country. The purpose of the 2-year college was to develop the lives of women and men in the industrial arts free of charge. Bradley Polytechnic Institute was unlike any other institution of its day. Students were also instructed in the humanities, literature, philosophy, and mathematics. So charmed with her mission and drive was Dr. William Rainey Harper, president of the University of Chicago, that he agreed to take the helm at Bradley. Harper, a brilliant scholar, selected Edward Sisson as the Institute's first director. Harper's influence is evident in the design of Westlake and Bradley Halls, whose architecture closely resembles that of the University of Chicago. Bradley Hall was constructed in less than 6 months, a marvel today, even with modern equipment. Westlake was originally constructed to house the School of Horology, the most advanced watchmaking institute at the time. Quickly following Bradley and Westlake Halls was Hewitt Gymnasium, now the Hartman Center for the Performing Arts. Early campus life was very different from today. For instance, students were required to attend daily services at the New Miller Chapel, which today serves as a lecture hall. Freshmen used to stand in the back in honor of the seniors as they entered the chapel. During the 1930s, Coach A.J. Robertson introduced the country to Bradley on the playing field with an ability to develop raw talent into winning teams. Robertson coached men's basketball, football, and baseball and dedicated himself to a tradition of excellence that paralleled Bradley's classrooms. Under Robertson, the team became known as the Bradley Braves, with winning percentages often topping 90%. Originally playing in the downtown Armory building, the Braves found a home at the newly constructed Robertson Memorial Fieldhouse, built in 1949 from two Army surplus hangars. The fieldhouse became an arena that defined the term home court advantage. In the early 80s, the Braves moved back downtown to the newly constructed Peoria Civic Center. Meanwhile, the football team, yes, Bradley fielded a football team, played right on campus. Today, that grassy field is called the Olin Quad, a place where students study, relax, and sometimes even have class. From the day Bradley and Westlake Halls opened for classes, interest in Bradley and its tradition of academic excellence has increased. And as Bradley's reputation spread and its students flourished, so did the campus. During the Second World War, the campus became a training site for Army engineers and established the continued tradition of engineering excellence at Bradley. The post-war boom saw Bradley's enrollment not double, but triple, and the campus was transformed from a polytechnic institute to a modern-day university. Bradley was now officially Bradley University. The university took its growing pains in stride, and in 1950, the library moved from the basement of Bradley Hall to the newly constructed Cullom Davis Library. Later that same decade, the student body voted to raise funds to build a student center named for Congressman Robert H. Michel. The 60s brought its share of tragedy when Bradley Hall was gutted by fire. Citizens of Peoria showed their support for the university by allowing students to complete their classes in nearby churches and homes. In the past 2 decades, the campus has expanded to the west with the Markin Family Student Recreation Center and the Hayden Clark Alumni Center, as well as the Renaissance Coliseum, a 165,200 square foot multi-use athletic facility that's home to women's volleyball, basketball, and concerts and convocations. Westlake Hall, home to the College of Education and Health Sciences, has expanded 6 times its original size while maintaining its historical architecture. In 2019, the university dedicated its new Business and Engineering Convergence Center, including 270,000 square feet of academic space with 200 offices, 28 classrooms, 8 computer labs, and 46 specialized labs. The building serves as the home to the Foster College of Business and the Caterpillar College of Engineering and Technology. In the 1950s, school spirit soared at homecoming with stunt shows, parades, house decorations, and bonfires. Today, the event includes tailgating, Bradley's nationally recognized soccer team, and the lighting of the bee high atop Bradley Hall. Intramural sporting activities involve hundreds of students each year, as does community service. It's estimated that 70% of Bradley students participate in at least one service project annually, and nearly everyone attends the monthly late-night BU events in the Markin Center for great fun and good eats. Bradley students of today join a legacy of determined and ambitious individuals who are willing to work hard to reach their goal. The memories they make join a long list of fond recollections of time spent learning and growing. Lydia's original vision for Bradley University was to foster independent, self-supporting individuals to become contributing members to their communities. Her vision lives on today in more than 70,000 alumni around the world and each new class of students who are guided by the enduring values of education, productivity, and community engagement.